It's time now for the period channel 11 o'clock news. Find out November 7th, 2014. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Your late night news headlines here, and our top story at 11:30 here is at 11 o'clock here. Washington, where President Obama has approved sending up to 1,500 additional U.S. troops to Iraq, doubling the number being deployed to help Iraqi forces fight the Islamic State. President Barack Obama also nominated U.S. Attorney Loretta Lynch to replace Holder as the new Attorney General. Matt Pistonetta, a former member of the Navy SEAL Team 6, will probably have forfeited at least $4.5 million in book royalties over this failure to allow the Pentagon to review this bestseller to the Osama bin Laden raid for the possible security breaches. It was November 9th, marks the 25th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall, the iconic barrier that completely enclosed Berlin between 1961 and 1989, as well as the height of the Cold War tensions. Former President George W. Bush, strung by the Dallas hospital where an Ebola patient died and 2 nurses were infected, the congressional nurse who survived and enforced the support for the criticized facility. In Mexico City, Mexican authorities found bodies that were shot, burned in the garbage dump, and thrown in the muddy river in plastic bags. Presumably, the river remains at least some of the 43 students who had disappeared in September, the Attorney General said. Both America and Iran are preparing a final round of talks in Vienna. John Kerry, the U.S. Secretary of State, will meet his Iranian counterpart Mohammed Javad Zarif and Oman tomorrow to settle the confrontation. George Osborne's claim to have the UK's £1.7 billion European budget of surcharged with smoke and mirrors, Labour said. The trade emerged Friday from the nation's municipal bankruptcy and the lifeline, and it seeks to recover from the notion of debt and mismanagement that threat to the ground of the one-time symbol of the U.S. In Chicago, the shed aquarium in Chicago has acquired a sea otter pup that was found alone on the California beach. In Minneapolis, Minneapolis is flashing a gang sign, and the photo quickly gained traction online, but the reported out a man in help and avoided the campaign. Spokeswomen and community groups have said Friday in response to a allegation made. In Pittsburgh, a jury found the University of Pittsburgh neurological surgery professor guilty of first-degree murder on Friday for the cyanide poisoning death of his physician wife. What prosecutors described as a crime of jealousy. Some looking congressional leaders tried Friday to put the nastiness and the midterms behind them and sit down for a civilized conversation over lunch with President Obama about getting something done over the next 2 years. The U.S. economy added another 214,000 jobs in October, the 9th month in a row of increased employment, and officials said Friday. The unemployment rate also dropped to 5.8%, and the lowest it has been since 2008, according to the latest in government figures. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway just reported that third quarter operating earnings per share of $2,876, crushing their estimates by $283 a share. In Beijing, annual growth in China's exports and imports slowed in October. Data shown on Saturday reinforced the signs of fragility of the world's second largest economy that could prompt policymakers to roll over the more stimulus measures. Take a look at stock market reports here. The U.S. stock market report, Dow Jones closed 17,573.93, up 19.46. S&P 523, 1.92, up 71 cents, and NASDAQ 4632.53, down 5.94. Facebook will soon let people edit and block stuff from appearing in their news feeds after users complain about being bombarded with tedious posts. Final can court edit functions in its free Office apps for iOS and later Android. Microsoft is trying to close out pesky rebels in mobile market and lure new subscribers to Office 365. Jay Bleeder awarded Oscar Globe the Globe for his performance of Dallas Bears Clippers. No officially signed on the next report by the Jets to become a big superhero film. Comedian and actor Robert Williams had no drugs and alcohol system when he hanged himself in August in his Superman home, and he gave no indication to the loved ones that he was suicidal for his son on Friday. The comet Santa Spring made a pass in the Martian atmosphere last month, created a meteor shower that was captured in real-time NASA orbiters. More than 100 scientists have worked together the One Kite project to trace the evolution and clarify the diversification of insects. Boston, the state public health officials have given preliminary approval to 4 more medical marijuana dispensaries, including the first one in Boston. Global health authorities are struggling to contain the world's worst Ebola epidemic since the disease was identified back in 1976. Take a look at that. New England alerts here at 1104, Working File, Millville, Massachusetts, 187 Bay Street at the Potbelly Pub, Mutual Aid Engine Woodcraft from Uxbridge. Here news times, 1105, here in this time half, our travel reported smooth sailing highways, byways of New England, and we got an accident on Route 3 on the northbound side near Derby, near Union Street in Braintree here, and we got an accident on 95 southbound side near 610 connecting downtown Providence here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute here on this late Friday there. Okay, take a look at the weather situation here. Current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 11 o'clock. 30 degrees on temperature, a few clouds, humidity 62%. Wind speed west about 6 miles per hour. Barometer 20% 7 inches. Super about 26 degrees. Visibility 10 miles. And wind chill about 33 degrees. Current conditions, man. Region here we got a 40 degree temperature reading for Boston and in Fitchburg and Gloucester. It's 30 in Bedford and Haverhill. 39 in Beverly. 36 in Worcester. 37 in Sturbridge. 38 in Webster. 39 in Milford. 38 in Norwood. 40 in Taunton. 39 in New Bedford. 39 in Plymouth. 39 in Falmouth. 42 in Chatham. 43 in Provincetown. 44 in Cape Cod Bay. 42 in Nantucket. 41 in Martha's Vineyard. It's 5-3 Buckeye, 40 in Westerly, 39 in Providence, and 37 out in Smithfield. It's 5-3 in New York City, 41 in Islip, 45 in Montauk, 46 in Lawrence, 39 in Bridgeport, 41 in New Haven, and 38 in Denver, 36 in Waterbury, and 40 in Middletown, Meriden, and 38 in Hartford, and 38 out in Windsor, 30 in Springfield. It's 37 in Amherst, 40 out in Greenfield, 37 in Athol. It's 32 in Pittsfield, 36 in Northampton, 37 in Albany, 35 in Bennington, Vermont. 33 in Belleville, Vermont. 34 in Rutland, Vermont. 37 in Keene, New Hampshire. 37 in Concord, New Hampshire. 36 in Laconia, New Hampshire. 36 in Manchester, New Hampshire. 30 in Nashville, New Hampshire. 30 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. 39 in Nashville, New Hampshire. 39 up in Portland, Maine. Here. Take a look at current conditions around the country. It shows a cold front from Nevada stretched up into northern Utah. 7 in Wyoming and 9 food. Nebraska up into Minnesota. 1 from the northeast Minnesota down from Michigan here and up in Ohio. Cold front down from the Gulf of Mexico down from Central Florida net to sea. Here we got a cold front from East Bruce coming to Southern Alberta, Northern Montana, down from Northern North Dakota, down from Western Ontario. Here we got a warm front of the Western British Columbia coastline here. Here we got high pressure in southwestern British Columbia, eastern Washington State, and southern Texas, and Western Virginia is here. And we got low pressure northeastern Minnesota up in the western Oklahoma there. 45 degrees on temperature out of Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Georgia. 73 in Miami, Florida. 58 in Brownsville, Texas. 51 in Dallas, Texas. 55 in Kansas City, Missouri. 40 out in Chicago, 47 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 36 in Great Falls, Montana, 48 in Seattle, 59 in San Francisco, 58 in Salt Lake City, 60 out in Albuquerque, 47 in Denver, and 70 out in Los Angeles. Here. Take a look at our radar situation. It shows some spotty snow showers around eastern Maine, stretching out New Brunswick, eastern Quebec, and central portions of Nova Scotia, with rain showers around it. Rain showers around in Prince Edward down there. Rain, slated snow showers around eastern Iowa and Minnesota, stretching to Wisconsin and Michigan up near UP, Michigan, and down for 7 portions of Ontario. Snow showers in central and southwestern portions of Manitoba, down for southeastern portions of Canada. A lot of snow showers in west central portions of Saskatchewan, down for Alberta, and eastern portions of British Columbia. Rain, slated snow showers in north central portions of Colorado, and rain showers in southeastern Texas, and northeastern Mexico. And a lot of rain showers, man. Puerto Rico here. Spotty rain showers around eastern Virginia, and North Carolina here. And a lot of clouds coming from the Northern New England, and stretching Atlantic Canada, and then stretching down the Great Lakes and down for middle of Mississippi Valley, down for western Kansas and Oklahoma, down for western Texas. Line of clouds from eastern Colorado, down for Wyoming, down to Montana, and a line of clouds coming from British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, down for the Dakotas here. As we're going to take a look at what's going on in the tropics here. Nothing Brewing Atlantic in the tropics here. Take a look at Eastern Pacific tropics here. As shower and thunderstorm activity associated with a low pressure system located several hundred miles southwest of Manzanillo, Mexico, and continue to show signs of organization and environmental conditions are expected to be conducted for the development of this disturbance for the next 3 days or so, while it moves generally northwest with about 10 to 50 miles per hour. After that time, upper level winds are expected to become unfavorable to development and formation of fires. Medium about 30% formation of fire days. Medium about 50%. Here. Now from brewing in the Central Pacific in the Sunday afternoon tropical situation here tonight. Here. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast discussion around the country here. It shows a perfect weather for the northeast United States and Texas, and cold weather pattern development for most of the country. After a couple of busy weather days in Texas and the northeast United States, a quieter weather pattern in terms of precipitation could be expected across most of the country over the next couple of days, and the low pressure system is to produce the rain and snow over the New England now, right extended towards northeastern Canada, and the upper level low that produces the rain over southern Texas and the taking a bad weather over the Gulf of Mexico with improving weather beyond it. A few lake effect rain or snow showers are likely downwind with the Great Lakes of the weekend, with colder winds blowing across the warmer lake waters, and there should be a minor event that determines any snowfall accumulations here. And given a fine ridge of the west and the turning east, much of the nation east rockets we expect to be low, averaging in temperature department this weekend here. The cold front that exited the East Coast present out is bringing colder weather to the eastern United States over the Great Plains and upper Midwest, and a stronger cold front moving southward from the Canada will enforce the cold weather over the much of this region, and coldest weather over this season is expected to arrive by the early next week. For the northern plains of the mountains, our Arctic surface high begins moving southward. Significant snow is possibly for parts of the northern mountains as the foot moves southward. There. Okay, forecast discussion around the country here shows. Now in the region, ridge of high pressure provides dry, cool weather Saturday with diminished wind, weak cool front yields. Morning clouds, chance of shower early Sunday. Next week begins with seasonable and dry weather, but then turns mild with that Tuesday with unsettled weather possible midweek before colder weather arrives late next week. Near level 6 a.m. Saturday morning, 9:45 p.m. update. Mid-level trough is moving offshore and radar as short diminution returns. Expect dry weather during the overnight period with gradual clearance as surface which builds into the region cleared as development across ports of the Connecticut Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts. Expect this as a reach north zones after midnight as low and mid-level dry moves in and from the southwest and gusty northwest winds about 30-35 miles per hour along the eastern Massachusetts coastline will diminish. After midnight, as a gradient relaxes, chilly that ahead, given modest CAA lows middle to the mid upper 20s into the 30-35 along the coastline. Temperatures about 5 to 8 degrees colder than normal. A bit of wind chills given it is brisk northwest winds to safety near. As we take a look at our weather notes here, it's be gusty winds from the northwest, broad and cold. Saturday morning time, you can see 36 at 7 a.m., 9 a.m. up to 40 degrees, 11 a.m., 44 degrees. And mostly tonight, a dry weekend, a touch of Arctic air the next weekend, and tomorrow's highs. We're going to see temperatures mainly in the 40s for much of the region. We can see a few upper 30s for western Massachusetts, up in the Berkshires, and up in Vermont, up in the North New Hampshire, up in upstate New York. Here. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Here. Overnight, clear sky low about 29 degrees. West wind about 7 miles per hour. Saturday, sun sky about 46 degrees. Southwest wind about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Sunday, most clouds sky low about 30 degrees. Southwest about 5 miles becoming common in the evening. Sunday, clouds gradually becoming most of the sun sky about 53 degrees. Transpiration is 0% wind calm wind becoming west about 5 to 8 miles per hour morning. Sunday night, clouds sky low about 35 degrees. Slight west wind. Monday, most of the sun to clouds sky about 53 low about 39 degrees. By Veterans Day and Tuesday, most Sands got about 38 degrees, and tonight, most skies got about 43 degrees. So, if you're going to Veterans Day ceremonies, man, the country, including here, not near, but the not Veterans Day parade, you're going to have some beautiful weather in tap to watch the parade as we honor those who put their lives on line for our country. Here, Wednesday, a chance of showers. With Pakistan got about 54 degrees and chance rate to 30%. With that, podcast got about 32 degrees. Thursday, most of that got about 43 degrees. But that, podcast got about 29 degrees. And for Friday, Pakistan got about 42 degrees. Bears, what a phrase of the day, and a sunny and a chilly weekend intact. Be Wiggins and have a good night with a good pass it up. Be see you tomorrow morning with a morning report. Good night. See you tomorrow morning.